Hey guys, welcome to this channel. Today I just want to explain to you guys what VLANs are and how they work and why you would want them in a network. So as you can see here we have two VLANs, VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. I have them labeled as VLAN 20 as the IT department and VLAN 20 as the HR department. I'll go in more into that why later. But for now, let me explain to you what a VLAN is. A VLAN is a virtual local area network, which is a way to divide the physical network into separate broadcast domains. Even though, as you can see here, all these devices are connected into one switch, we're going to separate these into two groups. So this is good. For example, the reason why we would do this is for security purposes. One, we don't want, for example, HR to access the IT department's network or vice versa. For security purposes, we just want to keep those isolated. Also, for performance purposes, isolating both and just separating them both, we can create more stream flow of the network traffic and allow them to communicate faster. This will allow the CPU and the switch to process things faster and not to be overloaded or overused, and that would just prevent any network congestion and allow the network to flow smoothly. Also, the reasons why we would want a VLAN is to be organized. In a large network, it's good to be organized, not to have everything all over the place. It's simple, easy to manage, easy to work with. Engineers can easily access it and know what to troubleshoot depending on what the issue might be, or if they need to add or scale up, they can easily do it in this manner, in an organized manner, allowing us to do this more easily. So to start with, I'm going to show you guys also how to configure VLANs, and then at the end I'll show you that how this works and how now that they won't be in the same broadcast domain, they won't be able to communicate with other devices outside their VLAN. So let's start with configuring the IP addresses on these PCs. So 192.168.10.1, sorry, .2. This is going to be the subnet for VLAN 10, and this one right here is going to be the subnet for VLAN 20. Alright, so there's VLAN 4, it's going to be a .2 from this VLAN. Alright, so let's configure this one as well. This is part of VLAN 20. 2.168.20.2. Okay, good. Also VLAN 20. .1. And the last one, 68.10.1. Alright, perfect. Okay, now we're going to go into the CLI of the switch. Alright. Enable. Configure terminal. And we want to create the VLANs first. For example, I'll show you what VLANs are here first with the command hit exit first, show VLAN brief. So we only have one active VLAN with all the interfaces. That's just the default. All the interfaces by default are on VLAN 1. Let's go ahead and create the two VLANs. Okay, to create VLANs we just use this command, write VLAN and then the number of VLAN that we want. So VLAN 10, that was create it and automatically set us into that VLAN for configuration. So let's name VLAN 10 IT. Okay, that's good. And then click exit, go back into configuration and create VLAN 20, name it HR. Alright, exit. And now we want to go into each individual interface and set them to their corresponding VLAN. Let's start off with interface F01, this one right here. So F01 is part of VLAN 20. So first we gotta make this interface into an access port. What an access port is basically only this interface will carry one VLAN. There's two different types of port: a trunk port, which carries multiple VLANs, and an access port, which only carries one VLAN. So let's go ahead and configure this port to be an access port. This is the command: switch port mode access. Alright, now it's in access mode, and now we set this port to be part of VLAN 20. So we use this command: switch port access, and then the VLAN that we want, VLAN 20. Alright, perfect. And now let's go into the next one, which would be interface F02. F02 is part of VLAN 10, so we do the same thing, configure the port as an access port. So switch port mode access, and then we tell it what VLAN we want it to be part of. Alright, and now we do that with the rest of them. So let me do that real quick. Alright, last one. Alright. Access VLAN 10. Alright. Now let's end and then show VLAN brief. Oops. And now we can see that we created these two VLANs right here, IT and HR. And we can see that it's active and the interfaces that are part of those VLANs right here. Alright, so what we can do now is go into either PC and just test it out. For example, PC3 won't be able to communicate with PC2. So let me show you that right now. 192.16.10.1. We fast forward. And this is because, like I said before, now PC3 and PC2 are part of different VLANs, so different broadcast domains. They won't be able to communicate right now. In the future, I'll show you guys enable the only way these different VLANs are able to communicate with each other is using a layer 3 switch. But I'll explain that further on. But in this video, I just want to show you simple VLAN configurations. Alright, so now let's ping the other PC in this VLAN, which is VLAN 20. So as you can see, PC3 is able to communicate with PC1, no problem. And now let's test it out on this one. Let's see if PC2 can ping PC1, just to show you guys again that it won't be possible since they're part of different broadcast domains. That one. Alright, timed out, so they're not able to communicate. But let's ping PC4. Alright, as you can see, we're able to communicate PC4 since it's part of the same VLAN. So this is just a simple overview of what VLANs are, how to set them up, why they're for. We use them more for security purposes, just to separate network traffic also, so we can prevent any network congestion and separate different network flows and network traffic from congesting the network, and also just to organize the network in a organized manner for easy troubleshooting steps or just for scalability. And we can just separate in different departments. I can go on and on making different VLANs and into one switch, or I can make different switches using trunk ports, but that's just for another video. Right now I just wanted to show you a simple overview of what VLANs are, how to set them up, and what they're used for. I appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you guys were able to grasp what VLANs are and what they're used for, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. God bless.